Here are my Tangram pieces, and I have got them set out so that we can do puzzle number 1, the man with the hat. Now, when I look at that puzzle, I start immediately trying to think what piece goes where. With the strategies that I offer in the lecture, looking for relationships between the sides and the angles, looking to place the obvious pieces first and trying to see where the biggest pieces go. The first thing I see is that the upper part of the man's mouth is this piece. It is my parallelogram. And I want to place it so that it looks about the way that it is on the puzzle. And I can always adjust it later. The next thing I notice is that the lower part of his mouth looks like the square plus the small triangle put next to each other. So I'll place them there. The benefit that this gives me is that now I only have 4 pieces that I have to figure out where they go. And they're all triangles. One of the things that I notice is that the man's nose looks like the small triangle. I set that aside. His hat is a really big triangle. And I don't have any triangles that look that big as compared to the small triangle for his nose or the parallelogram for his face or his mouth. That tells me that I need to make a bigger triangle than what I have. And I do that by putting the 2 big triangles together, and it forms a hat. Well, I only have 1 piece left. That looks like it could be part of his face. And when I put this piece here, it looks like it might work because the distance from this corner to that corner and this corner to that corner look about the same in relationship to the big puzzle. This piece in relationship to the big triangle, that looks about this distance to that distance to that distance to that distance. So it makes sense. I also notice that when I put his nose in, that it doesn't go all the way up here because in the puzzle you see that there's a horizontal spot right there. And that's also part of the lower part of his lip, just below his nose. So I place the piece there. That means that the jaw goes here, and the upper part of his mouth goes there. These angles don't have to be absolutely perfect. They just need to show the man with the hat. I think he looks happy. This is a really good starting puzzle. It uses all the strategies that we talk about, especially looking for that little vertical part there and comparing these 2 distances to the lengths of the big triangle. It's a good start. How did you do?